All right, here's a very brief description and an outline of one of the many fatal flaws with the so-called Laffer curve. So what the Laffer curve says is that if the tax rate were zero, then obviously the government would take in $0. But conversely, if the tax rate were 100%, the government would also take in $0 because everyone would have to pay every penny that they made to the government in taxes, so no one would be motivated to work. Okay, great. So that's just an expression of a reality that exists. It isn't anything clever. This is the equivalent of got your nose with a 4-year-old, okay? The conclusion, or I should say the hypothesis that people draw from this reality stated this way, is that therefore, there exists a sweet spot at which the government could maximize its take on revenue without harming its take on revenue by having such a steep rate that it would end up collecting less because it's prohibitive. And the problem here is not one of mathematics. It's not even one of economics, for that matter. This is a problem of epistemology, which is to say, the logic of your argument is completely flawed, and here's why. You are basing this on the presumption that there exists a point at which the government ought or should or that it's a good thing for the government to take as much as it possibly can without harming its own take. Now, I can't imagine a world in which it is preferable that the government take as much as it possibly can without harming its own take. The answer to this foolishness is that no, there is no magical point, and anyone who thinks that, oh no, the government ought to maximize its own take without harming it is an idiot, because you know where the sweet spot is? The sweet spot is right here. I'll show you. As close to zero as is possible without adding to the national debt. End of story. There are precisely this many things that the government does better with people's money than they do on their own. So this should end the Laffer curve videos and the Laffer curve conclusions and the Laffer. Let's not even use this anymore. And we can refer to it in the past tense as the retard curve.